So the first thing I want to talk about is going back to DHL. So everybody that I know, and both of Eric and I, like we had major holes, damage to our shipper boxes from DHL. So much, which I thought was pretty funny. I actually told my wife this story, and she's like, "Well, that makes sense." Where your theory is that they punch holes in the boxes so then they could help. It helps lift it. You know, it's like
somebody in the group asked. I believe, I don't know if you asked the courier or whoever was working at the place, and they said they purposely did that so they can lift the box. They punched like handles into the cardboard box so they could lift it.
Which I get. These are heavy. I mean, it's like, would it be? I don't know. I'm just kind of like spitballing here. Would it be cool if they had some sort of like built-in handles? Like you see, like where there's just like perforations and they have like plastic up and down, like just to kind of be able to put your hand in and lift it. Do you think that would be?
Or they can use their the hand truck on their truck, their delivery trucks, and roll it to your door. Or
well, that's asking too much.
That's a little too much work for them.
Right, that's a little too much work. We don't. I mean, the thing
my
is,
God,
like,
since it only costs $600 to ship it, you really wouldn't want them to worry about not tearing the hell out of it.
I mean, they do have those on the trucks.
That's the thing, is that there are a ton of really great delivery people. I mean, I've had really great experiences, but at the same time, I've had some really torn up boxes, almost to the point where like somebody like ran over this thing. It's so beat up, and of course, I don't care if the shipper gets too beat up. I do care for the art box, because I know if I go to sell it, somebody might not want it if it's trashed, and then I even worry more if it's punctured the styrofoam, which I think Eric, yours did, for your Talon, and luckily there wasn't any problems. But
so luckily a lot of his weapons are made out of metal, and where it punctured through the styrofoam was right where all the metal weapons were. So I got lucky, I guess.
Really lucky. Dylan Hicks says, I don't blame them. Stuff is too damn heavy. Let's see. This back at Voodoo said, my Talon came today via DHL, half soaked.
Same here. It's been raining a lot.
It's because they hire drop ship carrier locals that don't care. So what does that mean? Drop ship, like not.
Yeah. So
delivery people.
He says they're private contractors.
Oh.
Yeah, I kind of work around all different delivery, companies, UPS, FedEx, and DHL. So like DHL has lower standards when it comes to hiring their drivers. They'll pretty much just like hire anybody, like I said, like a private courier and stuff like that. So,
ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, please put your hands together for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Dan Default. Or he's just invisible. I'm not sure. There's an empty hotel room. Hey,
Dan's bed.
What is happening, people?
Hello, Mr. Default.
What is happening, people?
You made it.
I made it.
Welcome to the show. We are just talking about the incredibly shitty job that DHL is doing with these Talon boxes.
What is happening? They just don't like them.
I think any box. I had one shipment from DHL like 5 to 10 years ago, and it was like the worst experience having, through a delivery company. So I was like, all right, maybe, that was so long ago, things maybe are better. And then Talon shows up with basically a puncture wound, looked like a forklift drove through the box or something. I don't know.
That's been pretty common. I bet I've got a good solid handful of boxes that have that same kind of tear. And I think you're right. I think that's exactly what it is. It's a forklift nick. Yeah.
We were saying too, like, I don't know if you heard if you were listening earlier, but like we feel like some people are like doing that so they can lift the lid up, like lift it with the top of the box.
Yeah.
Your box, like a handhold. So what I recommended is it would be cool if like on the side they had like a little perforation with the plastic clips, where you can actually put your hands in and lift via that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that would work or not. Somebody said get rid of the art box. Yeah, Ryan says get rid of the art box and use that money to give us handles. I mean,
well, if it's one person,
do you guys care? I mean, like real talk. Do you guys care about the art box?
Not at all.
No.
For the first 5 minutes when I opened it.
Right. I could care less about the art box. It's neat. but I never look at it again. I mean, I don't do anything with it. You know that is a cost.
Oh,
That's somebody that works on their staff that designs all that.
Look at Sideshow's new Dark Knight Batman. They put a design on the inside of the box. It's like,
right.
wow.
Did they really?
So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get
worry
that.
about the shipping box so it'll get there without getting broke.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is I just care that it's a good shipping container. I do like the Sideshow. It's putting the straps on that piece.
Yeah.
Because that's a first for them.
Yeah. I wonder, you think that's just going to be something they continue, or?
I hope
so.
I think everybody says that they like it way better than tape. Hopefully they are listening to feedback. I still stand by, like, to me, XM is the greatest packaging in the country. I mean, in all of the companies, like it is by far. It's got the heavy duty boxes, which is good and bad because then it does add to the shipping cost, I would think, because it makes it a lot heavier.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
To give you an example of that, the Swamp Thing box shipped, it's 77 pounds. The statue is half of that.
Wow.
That's
really?
nuts, right?
Yep.
But is it worth it for peace of mind?
Oh, no, totally worth it. Yeah, I think so.
I mean, how many broken XM statues do you see?
Yeah.
Well, mine was, I had to get a replacement.
Damn it. That's a bad example. But I mean, the majority, like, you just don't see breakages very, very often.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is, I think their packaging is second to none. But yeah, I could care less about the art box. If it could save us money or if they could offer a more protected box somehow.
Yeah.
But again, I mean, the statue companies can't do anything about how the carriers treat the boxes. Like, that's just
true.
But
did anybody see the post? I think it was the Spec Fiction Facebook group. Somebody had bought that Queen Studios Hulkbuster, and the delivery truck put it on. It had a lift.
Yeah, so.
And they put it on it, and let it tilt completely off, and it hit the ground from the highest point.
Wow!
I think
broke the box, shattered the corner of it. It was in that thing that looks like rock bands put their crap in and go on tour with.
Yeah.
With wheels and stuff. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember who that was. Was it Mr. X?
I think he said nothing broke inside either, right? So
no, there was a
small break.
The person had some breakage, but it was they just repaired it themselves.
Wow.
Now you know that. How the hell do you do that? I know you're tired and you're tired of this shit and people getting 600-pound boxes, but you know that they paid out the ass to ship that.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is how you delivered it.
They must have forgot there was wheels on it. I think he said it was on a hill and then rolled right out.
Mega Color says, I work for UPS. We get a lot of heavy boxes and they don't have dollies for all the drivers. I have to carry 200-pound boxes up fourth apartment.
Wow.
God bless you. And again, like I said, there's way more really great delivery people than there are not. But it's just like, it is weird that all of us that are getting this talent are all having bad experiences with the boxes. Again, luckily I haven't heard of anybody with breakages, but at the end of the day, it's like you still expect, again, if you're paying, how much do we pay, Eric? We paid $340 or whatever, plus another 80 on top of it.
I mean, I don't know what their rules are, but you can still go out and buy a dolly yourself if they allow that.
I mean, like I went out and bought my own dolly.
Yeah.
Because I'm moving boxes around so much. But it's still, it's, I don't know, it's just really frustrating.
It is more work. It's a pain in the butt.
You could get some that are collapsible.
Yeah.
I've got 3 of them. You can get them at Costco. The wheels fold up, the thing lifts up, and it's like a luggage handle. It'll go down to the bottom.
Art box is useless. Handles and get rid of the tape and do straps instead. I agree. Get rid of the art boxes and give us an art print sign. That'd be cool. They used to do that. That's what they used to do. And I love that. I agree, Edwin. XM is the best at that. Says yes, but it's first class packaging.
Well, I don't know. It sounds like it's going to equal out. So if they get rid of the art box, but make the actual like the XM boxes being heavier, we're going to pay more money in the shipping. So it's.
Well, wouldn't you rather have that peace of mind though than?
Yeah, all right. So for the same price, you just get peace of mind, but it's still the same shipping. All right. Yeah, I guess so.
Fred says the art box is just as important as a statue inside. Sometimes the box is worth more than actual statue. It adds value to the overall things if you're going to resell it. I do
stop making them at that takes care of that worry.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I think of Jeff and I both got that Harley Quinn life-size bust, and that was one that there was no art box. It was just a brown shipper. Wasn't it? I mean, just styrofoam right inside, right? I mean, there was nothing.
Yeah.
And again, I'm fine with that. I had no problem with that.
See,
I didn't even notice it. Now you mentioned, I forgot all about it. Didn't have an art box.
Yeah, and I don't know why. Like, I don't know what I mean. Like, why did those not have? Because I don't think the Joker did either, right, Eric? I mean, it was just a brown box.
Yeah. So I believe all the Sideshow busts they do not come with art boxes.
So isn't that weird? I mean, it's just like what? Why?
I thought
Like,
that one
yeah.
did. No, I
Their
thought the
X-Men
Joker did.
Juggernaut didn't either.
I don't know, it's just weird.
Interesting.
I want to thank 201 people in here right now watching. Thank you
Nice.
guys so very much. That's awesome. Again, please hit that like button. It really helps us out tremendously. And thanks for making this the Wednesday night hangout for collectors. Thank you guys very, very much. Fatal says, yeah, ring my bell. I'll come outside to help you. Yeah, I was going to say, like, 100%. I'd rather you just ring the bell. We'll come out and help. No,
If I catch my UPS driver outside, I go outside and help him because I know
Me too.
how heavy those boxes are. I say, oh, let me get it. I'll get off the truck.
I do the same thing.
Well, if it's 2 boxes, I'll get one. I'll let him get the other one.
Yep.
Batkid Voodoo says mine was intact, but the shipper was so wet it was dissolving. Like that is like that to me. Wet is way worse than a punctured box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's been flooding everywhere.
This is awesome. My UPS guy has my cell phone. We have a good relationship with my deliveries. I'll keep him if he needs it. And so like we tip our guy at Christmas or something like that. Like we want to make sure because like he works his butt off all year, getting as many statues as I do. So
Do you guys have the same delivery guy?
I've got the same guy every. I've got the same guy every day.
I don't anymore. One location I used to live at, it was usually the same guy, but not
Mine
anymore.
seems to be different all the time.
But we're a small town. I mean, we have a little less than 50,000 people in our town, so I don't know if that makes a difference. There's just maybe not as many drivers, but he just does the same route. I mean, and it's delivered at 9 a.m. almost every time, like almost 9 or 9:30 on the dot. So it's pretty crazy. Shipping prices go up, but quality goes down. Makes sense. I mean, that's the way it seems. Everyday collector in the house. How's it going? Thanks for being here. Let's see. Drones would make for better delivery. Imagine the size of that drone for statue boxes. It'd be scary.
Helicopter.
It would be a helicopter. It would be.
No peace of mind in that one.
All delivery companies should hire only big muscle goons like Eric and Matt, so that the workers don't complain about the weight. Wow. I love it. We were joking last night that Eric was mistaken for security at New York Comic-Con, so it's pretty funny. Pretty funny.
Yeah, without getting too personal, I actually been running a courier business for about 20 years, so I deal with a lot of package deliveries and handling and all that stuff.
So, like, with the people that you work around, like, are there? I mean, what's the mentality? It's like, do they get pissed off? Like, do you get pissed off if you have a giant heavy thing, or is it just part of the gig?
I mean, same thing. Going back to like say the hand trucks. There are times where I get lazy. I don't feel like taking the hand truck out, and I'll just try to carry the thing and muscle it to the door or wherever I'm going. So yeah, I mean, for the most part, I'm in the city a lot, so these guys are carrying into the buildings, like 30 packages at once. So they always have the hand trucks out, like the large ones, like the large horizontal ones. It's like more like a cart, and they're just pushing them around.
Oh.
But yeah, as far as DHL goes, yeah, I think their standards are pretty low compared to UPS and FedEx.
Well, I mean, there's not much we could do. I mean, other than, again, we always go like, just don't buy, but we're buying anyway. And so it's really hard. But again, hopefully they can reconsider maybe some packaging, maybe, like I said, maybe create some handles inside of the the boxes to help these guys out, because I don't know if the companies really care or think about the delivery people. But you know, if they're better equipped to handle these things, then maybe they would be a little bit more careful at times. And again, we're specifically talking about DHL tonight. I have not really had bad experiences with UPS or FedEx. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, like I say, it comes down to proper teaching. These boxes are heavy, and I mean, it is a requirement as a delivery driver. You need to be able to lift a certain amount of weight, but I mean, they're awkward, you know, big boxes. You have to learn how to move them down onto a hand truck and take the hand truck and push it to where you got to go.
Yep, absolutely. Anything else you guys want to say about shipping before we move on to topic number 1?
It's weird though. I find most of the damaged boxes I have, the pieces are in perfect condition almost every time, which is very bizarre to me, because I'll have a box that looks perfectly mint and it's broken inside.
That's so crazy.
And I had one of my worst experiences as far as a box. I ordered the Prime 1 Geralt from Witcher economy. It took about 4 months to get it in. When I got it, literally the entire top half of the box on one side was missing, and they just put duct tape all the way around it, or clear like packing tape all the way around it. And you could see the whole art box and everything. It was like a chunk like this big missing.
Wow.
But the piece was perfect. My UPS driver was the same guy for a while. He comes up, he goes, "I wouldn't accept this, man." And I'm like, I waited 4 months. There's none left. They sold out in shipping. I'll just take it, take my chances. And he was perfect.
That's so crazy. So crazy.
So I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's the way it's just physically boxed inside the foam that breaks them.
It's crazy. I feel like I've had a couple of experiences like that where the box has been perfect, but I've actually been really lucky. I think most of us have been. I mean, for as many pet statues that we've had, we haven't had a ton of breakages.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Hey guys, thank you so very much for watching today, and if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button right here on the screen and check out these 2 awesome videos. I think you're going to love them. And also please join us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I would love to have you join in all the fun. Thank you guys so very much for watching. See you in the Batcave.